Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Emma and Georgia, and today we are watching Stranger Things Season 2 Episode 7. If you want to watch our uncut season reactions, link to the Patreon is down below.
Last episode, we had everyone in separate places. Nancy and Jonathan were at Murray's house and they slept together for the first time. It was kind of revealed that Nancy liked Jonathan all along and she waited for him after the events of season 1, but he never showed, so she just got that with Steve, which is really like peak Steve.
Nancy's kind of a player, you know, like she doesn't hang around. God knows what she wants.
Perhaps things will be on the rise for Nancy and Jonathan now, but in bigger news, they have decided to reveal everything about what the government and the lab is up to the papers with Murray's help. So we shall be on a watchful eye for the papers in coming episodes and whether a big shitstorm happens. Also, Steve and Dustin were on a team and they met up with Lucas and Max and they came to this place and they were like really prepping for Dart. Steve decided he was going to face him alone, so he went out there with his amazing bat, and it turned out that the Demogorgon had like spawned and there was loads of them just surrounding him. Yeah. How is it?
There was so
like
many.
That?
There was loads. So the fact that they're reproducing is a very scary concept.
But did they reproduce just since he's been out of Dustin's basement, or have they all been hiding somewhere?
I don't know, because we found out more about the tunnel system, and God, who knows what's living in there. So I wouldn't be surprised that they are just there already, but hiding in the tunnels where it's cold and dark. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
gross.
know, but they got saved, thankfully, in a way. They got saved, but the others have been put into the stinker because Will, via his, like, connection to this shadow monster thing, he led government officials to this place. I think it was, like, where Hopper was in the tunnels. He led them there, and then the Demogorgons, like, got a signal and went there, and they were banging on the glass opposite Hopper at the lab, so they've made their way to Joyce, Hopper and everyone there. Shit's about to hit the fan. Like, I don't think that those glass windows at the lab are going to hold these things for long. I think Will was a bit of a little shit. Like, he could have mentioned to Joyce that maybe, like, you know, me and this demon are sort of in cahoots. Like, we back and forth, and he sees through me and I see through him. Like, he could have mentioned that, but no, he decided to lead a group knowing they were going to die into that area. He did say that, and they said that he had a neurological disorder, which is why he's feeling this way, and they basically don't have a cure. And I think it must take over him or something because of him leading them there. I don't think Will would do that out of choice.
Like, that was really fucked up. He just killed, like, 5 people.
Yeah.
But
he also saved his friends.
This swings and roundabouts, isn't it? Like, who'd you save? I mean, obviously you want to save Steve and the crew, so good choice, but still, those people died because of Will. Like, that was really fucked. He couldn't, maybe he can't help it, but maybe give a signal to Joyce, like, hey mom, you know, this is gonna happen. Like, that would have been good. But yeah, Will is declining rapidly. I think this thing is taking over him in part, like part-time ownership of Will. Like, it's so bizarre, and we still don't really know the whole story of what is wrong with Will, really. Like, we're still kind of in the dark about it, and it is really hard to watch and understand what he's going through. Don't really know how to fix him.
I don't know how they're going to cure this. I guess they have to find a way to kill the monster, but then if they kill it, does it kill Will as well? And that's another thing. If they kill Will, does it kill the monster? Like, do we sacrifice Will for the greater good? Who knows?
Yes. I vote yes. Because he's killed like 5 other people. Oh god, this town is about to get rocked with these Demogorgons. There's loads of them now, and I think they are going to terrorize the town. It's a really scary prospect.
Yeah, well, I know what this episode is, and
oh god, here we go.
Let's just wait for you to see it, because we're talking a lot about stuff that is not important for this episode.
Oh really? Interesting. Okay.
Let's just get into it, and then you'll understand.
I don't like that tone of yours. You switched up real quick.
It's me, Jane.
This whole side plot is just so sad.
Sunflower.
Here we go.
We didn't have any 11 in the last episode.
To the right.
That's going on her head in a loop, just forever.
Forever.
She kept showing the girl in the room.
The rainbow room? Does anyone
God,
look
all these
familiar?
missing kids.
In London.
Huh. She's a long way from home.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Things are happening. Buckle ourselves in. No, that's her mum. Is it? It was in a chair. I thought it was her.
Yeah, Jim Hopper. He came here with some woman named Joyce Byers.
Oh no.
Oh shit, what's she done? She taken her money?
Jane?
She doesn't want to go back to Hopper's.
Eight. Oh, nice little tidbit there. This looks like a shady area, this poor girl is in. This is so different to what she's used to. This must be like a real shock.
Watch it, kid.
Bruh.
Mouth breather.
They're dead.
God.
Oh my god.
This is so scary! Oh, she saw that door.
What do we have here?
That's quite a mohawk.
What is she wearing? There aren't any cows to milk here, kid.
These are intimidating hairstyles.
Is that Collie?
Collie?
How'd you find us?
Poof, you just show up like magic with that picture?
Yes.
Yeah,
just a
you
kid.
know
The kid
your
could
friend
get us
has
all killed.
powers, don't you?
How did you find us?
I saw her.
That's not an answer.
Is that her 8 power?
You're a terrible dancer, Axel.
Oh my god. This is her.
He's not so strong when it comes to some measly bugs.
Your mother gave this to you? In her dream circle.
Dream circle. I think she's a schizo or something.
Jeez.
I think that got their attention. Yeah, the tattoo. She's number 8. Here she is.
How did she get out of the lab, I wonder?
Sister.
I know, what is her story?
Sister.
And who are these friends? They're shit.
We will always be monsters to them, do you understand? Now let me guess. You're a policeman, he also stops you from using your gifts. What you can do is incredible.
I don't know if I can trust her just yet.
I can make people see or not see whatever I choose.
That's so cool.
That why you
That
made
is so
the man
cool.
with the crazy hair dance?
It's a
Whoa.
butterfly. It isn't real. I've just convinced your mind it is.
It's like sort of mind control.
It's crazy that someone can mess with your mind like that.
I just feel whole. Now, like, a piece of me was missing. And now it's not. I think this is your home.
Oh god, here we go.
I don't think 11 would fit in with this gang.
Definitely not.
God.
Found me with only this.
What's that mean?
It means she can find people without moving.
You telling me Shirley's a
Oh
human
no, they're not
radar
going to
detector
use
or some
11, are
shit?
they?
Some shit, yes.
Come on.
Oh, was she faking all that stuff she said about feeling whole?
They find us, they will unleash hell.
So we give in to fear? She's in pain. She needs this.
What are these people involved in? Like,
No.
I know that I've been gone too long.
Oh my
Oh, she can
God.
hear the voicemail.
I want you to know that I'm not mad at you. I'm just sorry.
It's
Who
okay.
was that?
It's only me.
Yeah.
Fun
Don't let
shine.
his eyes frighten you. Fancy teddy bear.
Nice to meet you, Miss Jane.
They're all just normal people.
Like us, the outcasts.
Outcasts?
Freaks.
Speak for yourself.
Society left them behind, hurt them, discarded them. Everyone you see here was in some way responsible for what happened to us.
They
kill
They're
people.
criminals. We simply make them pay for their crimes.
Oh my god.
They're like anti-heroes, so they kill people that hurt people.
They hurt me. And they still want to hurt you. Hurt us.
I don't like this. 11 had no choice. These people have a choice.
Yeah, she did it when she was in danger, not seeking them out to kill them. This feels like using her powers for evil again.
I know, she is. I don't trust her at all.
Find that anger.
Anger is what
Focus on that,
triggers
Not
it.
the train, not its weight. Something that angers you.
Oh my
no.
god! The jealousy is something she needs to work on, honestly.
Dig deeper.
Why is she focusing on Papa rather than the years and years of abuse from Papa? Like, surely that should be the thing that does it. Well, she did it.
So how do you feel? Good.
Must feel so strong after that.
I know, you've done a big achievement there.
450.
Oh my god.
He hurt Mama.
This is mad!
When Axe is front on, I keep thinking he's wearing a party hat.
Oh my god, what are they
Oh
doing
my
to
god, her hair!
her? Bitchin',
It's a new
yeah.
word.
Oh my god, she does actually look kinda cool. She is the baby of the group.
She's too young for this.
Shit.
That's fake.
Okay, contestants, you have a minute and a half. Let's begin your supermarket sweep.
These guys are good, you know.
That back row will blow your head off. You hear me, freak?
Put the gun down.
That's one way to do it.
She's got to become their star player soon.
He's watching television.
Is he alone?
No one else.
Good enough for me.
Well, you are complicit in a murder. Well done.
He hurt Mama.
Hello, Ray.
Jesus Christ! Sit down. Just take what you want.
That's gonna be your life.
Where's your wallet?
The muscle in the doorway.
The range.
Do you remember us?
Oh my god, this is terrifying.
You hurt Mama.
11, stop.
I just did what he told me to do. I can help. I can help you find him.
I thought he was dead.
Find who?
Brenner! He is alive.
What?
What?
How did he
You
live?
lied to us, Ray. Jane will find him. Just as she found you.
True.
Not too quick.
God, 11.
She is. 11's gonna kill him. I'm not like this. Look, his family.
Oh, he has children.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
No, no.
Oh.
Oh, you don't piss off Al.
If you wanted to show mercy, that is your choice. But don't you ever take away mine.
This is not the group for you.
But Papa's alive?
I can't believe that.
I don't. He got like obliterated, didn't he?
I thought the Demogorgon got him instantly.
I was once just like you know that?
Yeah, you're gonna start
that's why I'm
changing
running,
her into
because
someone she's not.
I see in you my past mistakes.
They were kids.
She knows what it's like to be without parents.
You're now faced with the same choice, Jane. Go back into hiding and hope they don't find you. Fight and face him again.
She's living her whole life based on revenge, though.
Man who calls
I know, there's no way to live.
Papa is dead.
That man tonight disagreed.
What?
She's making her see that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You have to confront your pain. You have a wound, 11. A terrible wound.
Very creepy, isn't it?
Get out of my head.
And eventually, it will kill you.
Oh, this is so mean.
You're always free to return to your policeman. Or stay.
The policeman's still
and avenge your
alive.
mother.
I think I'd rather live alone with Hopper than do this.
Me
These
too.
strangers.
You know, she does have a friend group, you know.
Problem is, if she goes back, she thinks, you know, she'll just have to be confined again.
I love that scene.
You saved me.
These people helped you and are so nice.
Yay, Hopper in the happy memories.
I know.
Fix it up. It's gonna be nice.
Oh.
Real nice.
That little jiggle.
Oh, is she going to see that he's in danger?
No. 11 doesn't know the half of it. Oh god, these people are getting arrested, lol. What are they doing? God, it's clever how she does that.
How can she be certain that she's done it?
She's got a freaking cigarette in her mouth. Oh my god, this is a disaster.
Whoa. It's just built a wall.
What the fuck?
Damn graveyard.
She's not going.
She's got people she cares about.
I'm sorry, but I have to go back. We belong together.
There's
Bye,
nothing for you back
bitch.
there. They
Not
cannot
coming with
save
you.
No, but I can save them.
She's thinking of happy memories while Callie's trying
Yeah.
to get her to hold on to the negative ones.
You were looking a little forlorn there. You mind if I join you?
For a second I thought she was going to say mouth breather.
So, where you headed?
Home.
To your parents' house?
Going home.
Yeah, okay, good.
Yes, you are 11. I don't know what I feel about that episode. It's really weird.
Do you remember I told you a while back that there was a controversial episode in the
Yeah.
season? That was that. It had really mixed reviews at the time. I think I remember more people hating it than liking it. Because
I understand why.
people thought it was boring and just out of place. I remember at the time just thinking, I don't like that character. And we were left at such a vital point in episode 6 to have this
I
whole
know.
episode deviate away from that.
Really weird placement, I have to say. Like, do we see much of her again?
There's only 2 episodes left of this show that I've seen. I don't remember her coming back. But she could come back in future seasons, but I've got no idea.
Like this, like if she doesn't come back, then this was a total waste. Like, I have to be honest, I'm not a big fan of this episode. I think Callie is a really dislikable character. Like, I like how they showed you like 2 opposite ends of the spectrum. So you've got these 2 young girls that were in this terrible situation, separated. 11, you know, she had a terrible upbringing. But she managed to escape, like Callie did, but they both went on 2 separate and totally different journeys to each other. Like, Callie embraced the darkness of what happened to her and wanted to seek constant revenge for what happened to her, what happened to just like in connection to the Hawkins lab. She just wanted to kill everyone involved and just harper on that pain. But 11, she took a different path and she found Mike, who she loves, and she found a friend group that accepted her and love her, and you know, she found Hopper, who takes care of her. Like, they're both totally different journeys, and I knew 11 would not fit in that environment at all.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad she decided to go home. I'm so glad.
God, me too.
Oh my god, can you imagine her constantly wearing that slick back hair, dark eyes, like, I'm a
Yeah.
bad bitch now, like, I run away from my parents vibe, like, yeah, it's really not her. Like, she's used to just a quieter life, a small group of friends, you know. It's just so much nicer than constantly running away from police, which these guys are. Constantly in need of getaway and all of that. It's just not a life.
The argument I make for this episode, because I do agree, I think it's... to have a whole episode focused on this, I feel like you could have just had it, like, intersected with other stuff.
Yeah.
But also, they kind of need 11 in there for the next portion, I imagine. Like, she's going to help them fight the Demogorgons in the lab now, and she'll probably be a vital part of that. So they had to fit this in order to coincide with her being there for them.
They could have done it differently, though.
I know, they could have just not had this, but my argument for it is that I think it was important for her development, because I think she was on a downward streak. Like, when she left the house the first time and she encountered that mother and the baby, and she started swinging that swing around really freakily, and then she saw Mike and Max and flipped Max off her skateboard, she was becoming quite angsty and revenge ridden herself. And we saw at the start when Callie was trying to teach her to use her powers and focusing on the anger, she had so much anger and resentment towards Hopper. I'm happy to see that by the end of the episode she realised she had so many happy memories with him too.
I know, that was so sweet. And she saw that he was in danger and Mike was, and I think that was the switch that flipped for her. And she was like, no, those people are my family. They are who I care about, you know. And I think it's just so much better for her. And I do feel bad for Callie in a way, because she sort of stumbled into this lifestyle and it's terrible. And, you know, wish her the best and all that, but I don't really, like, wasn't really a fan of this episode. It felt so out of place. I don't think 11 should have
killed that man, because
no, definitely
he
not.
was a shit person and all, but he had children and they should know firsthand what it's like to grow up without parents.
I know,
and they must
kids,
they would have to come down and find his dead body. How terrifying is that? You're imposing the suffering on children, which is exactly why you're punishing these people. So then that would mean that you deserve to be punished too. It's like a catch-22 situation.
No, yeah.
Also, to add, I don't know if I believe that Dr. Brenner is alive. I think maybe that man was lying.
I'm so baffled by it. Like, I'm trying to remember if we saw him die on or off screen. Because if he died off screen, then okay, there's room for him to be alive. But if we saw him explode or something, then come on.
What I remember is seeing, it was when they were in the school and the Demogorgon created that new portal. Dr. Brenner like turned around and saw it ripping through, and we saw the Demogorgon like eat him. It landed straight on him, and then it panned away to like the kids running away. So we didn't technically see him die, but it's just assumed because the Demogorgon pounced on him. How could he have survived it?
See, it's crafty, because when you, like, a character isn't dead unless you see it die on screen.
I know.
So Brenner could well be alive, and that, because we saw the Demogorgon take Will, and he took him to the upside down world and keep him there for safekeeping for a meal. He could have done the same thing with Brenner. He could have taken him through the portal and kept him there to eat him later for supper. You know, he could have done that. The same thing he did to Will. So he could be alive. He could be alive. It's just really baffling. I didn't even think about him, you know, not dying on screen properly.
Me neither.
It's just, you know, you just assume. And why he hasn't gone back to Hawkins' lab, which literally is his baby.
His life.
Why not go there? Unless he is trapped in the upside... No, because he has contact with this guy.
Yeah.
So where is he then?
Who
like,
knows?
why are you not in Hawkins' lab?
That's why I think he's lying, because he probably doesn't know that he's dead. And then he used that.
Maybe.
I don't know. It might be wishful thinking. I just hope he's dead. But
I want him to be. God, he deserves it.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I don't love this episode. I don't hate it either. I think I'm satisfied with where 11 leaves off by the end of it, but it's not one that I'd be like, oh, I need to rewatch this. Like, no.
Yeah.
If I was gonna rewatch the series, I probably would skip this episode.
You can skip it. That is the thing, because you miss nothing. Like the fact that
besides the final scene of 11 saying she's going home.
Yeah, that is literally all you need to know. 11 knew they were in trouble and decides to go home. Like that's it. Like you can just skip this episode. It's just for, I guess, added context behind the other girl in the rainbow room. It's just a little side plot.
It was an interesting thing. It was an interesting thought, like posing other people being there, a lost sister. Why did her mum show her this girl, I wonder? Like, what was the point of her meeting her? Besides, obviously, the character development, but why did her mum want her to find this girl?
I guess so she had another member of her family out there, like, you know, a sister to turn to, I suppose. Maybe someone she can reach out to.
Yeah.
So she feels less alone in the world. I don't know. It was just...
Or maybe that was her mum saying, this girl gets revenge on people that hurt us. You should go and meet her. And get revenge on him.
Yeah, maybe this girl turns out to be evil. Like, you know, her mum just knows these things. I would like to see more of her mum going forward in the show. I think it is interesting, and the fact we kind of confirm that she is Jane, the daughter, but I don't know if I'm too like interested in number 8. Callie. I don't think I'm interested in her story really at all. Like, it just was... Yeah.
I think the premise of there being other kids involved and bringing them into the show is interesting, but the way they've executed it with this...
I think if there's other people out there like 11, bring them to Hawkins, not into their, like, underground gunge world. Like, I think it'd be more interesting if they came to Hawkins and actually sort of integrated into their community and sort of just joined 11 and, you know, that way into the friendship group. I don't think going elsewhere to find people is all that interesting. Like, I don't know, it's just my opinion. But I am intrigued to hear what, you know, you guys think in the comments, because I want to hear what people think about this, and I will probably be looking up afterwards, you know, like the reviews on it, because it is interesting how they have inserted this episode that is so different into the middle of the series.
It was risky.
It was very risky. Yeah. Interesting why they did that.
But it does make me really excited for the next episode, knowing that 11 is going to be there to help.
We need some proper battle scenes. I want 11 flipping cars, you know. I need all the action. And I need a reunion between her and Mike, honestly. Oh my god, like...
I want to see her meet Will. She hasn't met Will yet.
She hasn't met Will. She hasn't probably met Max yet. That's going to be awkward. Like, hey bitch, you stole my man. But yeah, I really want the friendship group to be back together, because it's not the same without 11 there. Max has been... Mike has been grieving. He's like distracted at the moment because literally the world is coming to an end. So having her back is going to be such a help, because they need to defeat this thing. And Will needs help. Can 11 help Will, please?
I hope so. We'll have to see next episode. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching our reaction to Season 2, Episode 7 of Stranger Things. If you want to watch our uncut reactions to Stranger Things, the link to the Patreon page will be in the description below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time for Episode 8. Bye!
Bye!